Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Abby Bliss White and today we are going to talk about serums. So you guys, if you're new to my channel, I am a total skincare junkie. Just love it so much, and I love regimes, and serums are one of my favorite things to purchase and use because I feel like they give you the biggest bang for your buck. I feel like I actually can see changes in my skin with serums versus, it takes the whole regime. But, when I buy a new lotion or cream, I love the texture and all of this, but I can't always tell that I feel like it's hydrating my skin. But with serums, I can definitely tell if I'm getting a little bit more glow or if I'm having some lightening in my skin. I can feel the plumpness from like a hyaluronic acid. So I am just a little bit of a serum junkie, and it's one of my favorite things to kind of rotate in and to my routine. And I thought I would share like what I'm using currently and a few of my favorite ones. Okay, so if you have been watching any of my videos, you know that I'm currently using a whole regime from Biologique Recherche. But of course, I had to tinker, and I'm using a few extra serums because that's just who I am. So what was recommended to me from them, and again, if you're new, I am 50 years old. My main concerns are hyperpigmentation, plumping of the skin, and just general anti-aging. So hydration I tend to be on the dry side. I have times when I'm super dry, but I would say normal to dry. When my skin is feeling nice and balanced, then that is because I'm using the proper routine and serums and moisturizers. So right now I'm feeling like my skin is doing pretty well because I've been on this kind of regime that's very hydrating. What I am using currently, and I'll tell you what they're for, is I am using colostrum. And this one is for hydration. And you guys, this is super hydrating. The only thing I have to tell you is this smells bad. And it's not like, I'm admitting right now, it's not like I'm not enjoying the process of putting it on my skin, shall I say. Doesn't have the luxury kind of feel. But yes, I can actually tell that a few drops of these is definitely hydrating my skin. So effective, does not smell good. Next thing I'm using is the VG Tencel. And you guys, I use this as a little cocktail, just like a couple drops of each and put it on my face. VG Tencel, and this is for firming. Now, you guys, this one actually I used each of these individually to kind of see what I could feel from them. This one does have a firming effect. So one of the things I'm noticing, as I'm getting older, everything is kind of drooping down, and the key is to lift everything up. So I like to really focus along my jawline and up around my crow's feet and up through my forehead. And it does have a firming effect. You can feel it. So I am loving this one. And this one does not necessarily have a scent that I find I don't think it smells great, but I don't think it smells bad either. And then we have Collagen Marin, and this one is, just what it's saying. It's adding collagen into the skin that's going to help with cell regeneration. So this one doesn't smell the best either. It seems to have a teeny bit of tingle to it. It just very, very slight, but almost like you can feel that it's working. So I would say, you guys, these are super effective. I also thought the little bottles were super cool in the dropper system, but I am kind of missing the ease of just like a pump, boom, and putting it on. You unscrew the little things here, and then you do this. And maybe I could just leave them off, but I don't want any air to come in and oxidize these. So I just think it's funny. I was dying to get some of these serums, but I'm probably someone who, you know, in reality likes those kind of serums that are packed with a bunch of stuff all in one. So still going to use these, still enjoying them. I'm finding them super effective, just kind of giving you pros and cons. Okay, the other thing that I was missing and I felt like I needed in my skin was vitamin C. So I tend to use vitamin C in the morning, sometimes at night as well. And my gold standard that I have used for years is the SkinCeuticals CE Ferulic. You guys, this is just, I literally still think it is like the best vitamin C on the market. I know that some people don't care for it or think that it's way overpriced. This was given to me by a dermatologist, you guys, back in my late 20s. I was living in LA and, you know, with all the, you know, basically sold me on the fact that if you use this along with your SPF, it's going to help your SPF like be more effective, which you really need in LA. And this, you guys, I don't know, my skin loves it. My skin glows when I use this. I literally get compliments when I am using this regularly. Like this is just something that for a long time with a very simple routine would be cleanse, use my C serum, moisturize, SPF, and I just swear that little routine just with adding this in, my skin was so much better. So I absolutely love this. And I've tried a bunch of vitamin C's. C can be, my skin is moody. This has never caused any issues where other C formulas have. Which was a bummer. So I still go back to this, and again, this is just, I don't know how many bottles I have purchased through the years, but this has been in and out of my routine. I will finish a bottle kind of hem and haw about spending the price. I believe this is, I think 166, or it is up there in price. I kind of feel like it went down. I used to think it was like 170 something. I don't know, but it's expensive. I think it's worth it, in my personal opinion. Now, another one that I like is the Drunk Elephant C Firma Day Serum. And this one has been called a dupe for this guy. This is still expensive. I believe it is $80. And again, I'll list everything down with links below. This one, you know what? I like it, but I sometimes feel like it kind of gives me some red dots. I am prone to rosacea, and when I'm getting an outburst, I will get little teeny red dots just on the top of my cheeks, kind of underneath the skin, that something is not working for me. And I usually use this along with the B Hydra from them. So maybe it's that hyaluronic acid, I'm not sure. So although I like this one, I don't know, you guys, this one just works for my skin. So, you know, it's personal preference, but this one just tends to work for me. That's that. Okay. Then you guys, after I use so the colostrum has been super hydrating for my skin, but generally in the past, I've always used a hyaluronic acid. And the one that I had used, and I think I still have some, is this SkinCeuticals HA Intensifier. This is a hyaluronic acid. It is, I can't see if you can tell, it comes in kind of this purpley bottle because I think it has a little bit of resveratrol or something like that in it, but it is this color, kind of amber. I guess it's kind of purpley. And I would put that on because hyaluronic acid acts like a sponge to whatever you're applying afterwards. So I would put this on. It has a very nice consistency, you guys. I would put that on and then my moisturizer, and it just felt like I'm really packing on the hydration. I probably should have brought down the Drunk Elephant B Hydra gel. That one, you guys, the gel formula, it feels drying to my skin for some reason. I don't know. I wanted to love it so much because I really do like this brand. And again, we can do a whole, I have pretty much the whole regime from them, but that Hydra gel, I think it mattifies down. And again, I'm someone who needs more hydration, so I didn't find it super moisturizing. It probably is doing its job. It just is, it had a feeling of mattifying the skin. So this is a fantastic hyaluronic acid. Another one that I've already whipped through my second bottle that I absolutely love, that is kind of a plumper and a hyaluronic based serum, is the Moon Juice Beauty Shroom Plumping Jelly Serum. Oh, you guys, this one is lovely. And it totally hydrates. It's got this jelly serum. Yay, sorry, I got one. I feel like I have like maybe 1 or 2 pumps in here. So I love this one. And the price point for this guy is fabulous. I believe it is $48, which I know is still expensive, you guys, but it works. Just lovely, lovely, lovely. I seriously have bought, this has been repeat. So a couple things I better tell you about is the one, I am a junkie, so you know that I'm always looking for the next best vitamin C or the next best, hyaluronic acid. So repeat purchases for me have been countless bottles of these. And again, my dermatologist, estheticians, this has just been recommended to me throughout the years, but I notice my skin loves it. So that CE Ferulic, I love it. The Moon Juice, I have bought, this is my second bottle, almost done with it, and I will repurchase. This is just a lovely product. Okay, moving on to, I've got a couple other things. So you guys, I do have moody skin. And this is a repeat purchase. I have bought 3 bottles of this in the past, probably 1.5 years, and that is the Osmosis Rescue Epidermal Repair Serum. If you are suffering from a rosacea outburst, this is your best friend. Now, it smells weird. I don't enjoy the smell, but it works. This one to me smells like plastic. So you guys, again, it's a nice watery, I don't know why, there's something weird smelling about it. It smells like the plastic bottle to me, but when my skin is fussy, or let's say I tried a foundation or makeup that, my skin is feeling like stop, getting little red dots, that kind of stuff, this is how I combat it. I use the Osmosis Rescue Epidermal Repair Serum. This is expensive, but I'm going to tell you, this works, and you have to use it every single day. If I've had a rosacea outburst, I use this every single day, and this soothes, calms my skin. This was something that worked for me. Now, the whole Osmosis line completely did not, but they have some beautiful serums, and I feel like this, you guys, is this is just a really good one, especially for anybody who needs epidermal repair, dry skin, rosacea prone. This is your best friend. So right now I am just rotating this in as needed, but I have done like a whole, I've used a whole bottle for the whole month or however long it lasted. So love that one. Okay, we have just a few more. I am a junkie. So I had gotten a question about stem cell. Do I use a stem cell factor serum? And I have, and I do use it. And one of my favorites is actually from Osmosis, but I didn't keep the bottle. I should have done that for an empties. I have used the stem cell factor from Osmosis. I really love that. It was a beautiful serum. I think it's fantastic. Yes, I have used countless bottles of my Skin Medica TNS Essential Serum. This is it's very, very expensive. It is very effective, you guys. This, I think, is a great serum. There is something in here that my skin, I don't know if it's fragrance or something in this I have used this and I think it's a really nice serum, but when I'm going through like a rosacea outburst and stuff, there's something in here that my skin does not like. So this has been put on the back burner. I will probably come back to it at some point. And just so you know, I tend to bridge the gap. I do go to a dermatologist, you know, especially for cancer checks and that kind of stuff. So I will tend to buy a few products from my dermatologist, but then I also like the esthetician. I feel like actually knows my skin and kind of gives me some recommendations, because some of the products from dermatologists are too intense for my skin, like some of their retinols and such. So, you know, one of the brands, they sell both SkinCeuticals and Skin Medica, and just, you know, kind of that medical grade kind of skincare. Okay, then another one I'm going to mention that I actually really do love, and this is the SkinCeuticals Resveratrol BE. So what I was told was use the C in the morning and then use the BE in the evening to kind of get your antioxidant dose. And this, you guys, is a lovely, it's kind of silicone based. So again, if you do have issues with silicones, you're not gonna like this. This guy here is gel based, just like this. And it feels like a layer of silicone. So I often wondered if it actually can break the barrier and get those big antioxidants in it. I think it does, because my skin wakes up and it is always just clear and wonderful. So I tend to sometimes rotate this in. I'm not using this every single night, but I will rotate this in, and I think it was worth mentioning because I actually think it is a really beautiful serum that is effective, okay? Okay, now retinols. My skin is kind of like, I've had prescription retinols before, just really dry, peely skin, didn't care for them, but I know that it's important. I also know that it thins out your skin and can make your skin more reactive, and since I have more rosacea prone skin, I tend to steer clear because I really want to keep the barrier of my skin as strong and as, you know, as in good health as possible. And so some of those retinols don't necessarily have worked for me in the past. Two of them that are kind of a, one of them is a straight up, I've been using this that I just got from Rescue Spa. This is Environ, the Youth Care. This is their Retinol Serum 1. It is the lowest dosage, and it's just a beautiful serum, you guys. My skin is liking it, and I think it's because it's the lowest dose. And then what this whole brand is about is the step up. So you finish one bottle in the Serum 1, and then you'd go to Serum 2, Serum 3, and Serum 4. So you step up. I'm going to go ahead and show you this really lovely serum. And my skin has been enjoying that because it's packed with some ingredients that is going to not disrupt and the barrier. I'll put some information below in the description box. I didn't pull up their site at the moment, but I've been enjoying this. This is what I'm using currently. And then in the past, and I still have this, I actually have a couple different ones. Again, Osmosis also has kind of a step up, like level 1, level 2. They have like a calm and a correct. And this is a vitamin A serum, retinol based. And this guy, I think I'm almost out of here, so we'll just go ahead. This is another one. Yeah, I am. Let's see if we can get out the last little bit. Okay, you're seeing that I actually use this. I think I was on the fence between buying another one of these because this does not, my skin really likes this vitamin A serum. I use these at night. In the Osmosis line, they're recommending that you use this in the morning and night. I tend to keep my retinol stuff for night just because I feel like you need to wear SPF. Like if you're using any of these kind of retinols, you have to wear SPF. Otherwise, you're basically making your skin more reactive to the sun. and, you know, getting worse sun damage by, you know, not using that SPF. So I tend to use this stuff at night and just make sure that I'm packing on SPF in the morning. Okay, I know this was a lot of serums. One little question I got was Dr. Barbara Sturm. I bought these glow drops and I was really excited. You guys, I am intrigued by this line. And so I'm doing some more research on this, but someone asked, do I think that these ones I'm not quite sure how to use. This would be in the morning, but it acts like you put on all your skincare and then put this on just kind of like as a glowy base. So I have wanted to try her hyaluronic acid forever. It's very expensive, so I'm kind of curious as to, you know, is it really that great? But out of all the stuff, all of her serums that get written up, her hyaluronic acid one is the one that gets written up the most and people love it. So these glow drops, again, it's housed in a hyaluronic acid. And they feel absolutely wonderful on the skin. And it's just supposed to give your skin a nice glow. And I am still kind of on the fence on these guys if I think they're like, ooh, so glowy, or what step upon which I'm supposed to use them, meaning do I go ahead and just use it as part of my skincare and it's just gonna give me a nice little glow, or do I use it as a primer before makeup? And the kind of thinking that maybe it's supposed to be used as a primer before makeup, but that would be a very expensive primer. It does have skincare benefits, you guys. So this one, out of all of them, I would say I need to do more investigative work. And if you guys have used any of the Dr. Barbara Sturm serums and you have information that you like about them, just let me know in the comments below, because I may try that hyaluronic acid, because that's the one that they get the most, that I hear the most good reviews for. So, okay. That was my serums. I hope this was somewhat helpful, and you guys, in the description box, I will put everything below. And if you have specific questions, like, you know, would you do this over that one? I'm happy to let you know, but this is my current kind of go-to serums. And believe it or not, I have some upstairs that are still, you know, were kind of worth mentioning, but we would be here all day long. But I'm a true skincare junkie. I have been for many years, so I'm just gonna share what's worked for me and what has not. And again, I just appreciate you guys watching, and I hope you have a fabulous day.